live.
Hey YouTube,
Go on, it's Cliff Mega.
London.
This one is about black women try to give more love to each other instead of hate.
This video definitely is about love. You know, you have to love yourself. When you love yourself and you realize you have less hate in your heart for people, you know, especially my black sisters, you know, I feel like I've ran across a lot of sisters that have jealousy in their hearts, you know, and then instead of looking for like, okay, how can I help this sister, or how can I be a friend, befriend this sister, you start talking about their hair, how they dress, you know, what they look like, who they with, and you mad because they with somebody, and it's like, let's not focus on that, because you really need to love yourself. Because when you love yourself, then you don't have that hate. You don't have that kind of hate inside your heart. You start resonating love, and then you start getting that love back. So now I don't really run into many sisters now that have that kind of, you know, jealousy and stuff like that.
Maybe it's because you out here in VA and I was in New York.
Maybe, yeah, New York has a different kind of energy. I don't want to say that it's bad energy.
Man, I'm saying it's bad energy. Cliff Mega is saying it's bad energy. I love New York, but there's a lot of bad energy out there.
I feel like a lot of people are really struggling and hustling out there in New York, and they forget how to be human.
Yeah.
They forget that people have feelings, and that if you would take the time to reach out a hand, that actually you'll get a hand to reach out to you in return.
Yep.
So it's a give and take thing, you know, and when you give, the law has no choice but to give back to you. You know, we weren't taught in school that the universal laws. You know, we weren't taught that if we sow a seed that we'll reap it, no matter what it is. That's why people usually are wondering, like, how come the so-called bad people are on top? You know, why would God do this and stuff like that? Because there are universal laws in effect, and it doesn't go by if you're a good or bad person, because that's a perception. Good and bad is a perception. It doesn't go by that. It goes by what you're sowing. So if you're sowing goodness, then you will receive goodness. That's a fact. It has to.
Which is like it's a pattern.
Yes, it's an algorithm. When you understand the algorithm, then you will start reaping the benefits of what you sow. Now, if you sowing all these things of why, you know, I'm into this relationship, why, you know, if this didn't turn out the way I wanted it to turn out, why this and that, because of you. You can't blame anybody. You know, I used to be the person that blamed myself, like, what's wrong with me, or what's wrong with them, or what's wrong. But really, it's about not really what's wrong, but how can I change and be and do and experience the things I desire in my life. That's what it's about. It's not about pointing the finger, not at yourself, really, not at no one else, definitely not. But it's really about, how can I get the desired results in my life, so I don't have to hate on somebody. I don't have to pull somebody down in order for me to rise up. There's not a lack of money in the world. There's not a lack of food. There's really not.
Nope.
They make it seem, they perpetrate this fear. They put out this fear that is a lack, but there's not a lack. So you don't have to pull somebody down because you feel like, oh, there's only one person that can get rich. There's only one person that can eat. No, everybody can eat. Everybody can get rich. The economy can be great, but there's just certain things in place that people know about the universal laws, and they take advantage of that. They take advantage of the fact that you don't know universal laws.
Yeah. What about, which is like I told you before, I got, you know, I got some good friends at work, and they don't believe they don't believe in manifestation. And I told them about, I know Will Smith, I know Jay-Z is up on this. There's a lot of rappers that's conscious that knows about this stuff, and I try to give them the example from their thing. I was like, these guys wasn't rich, but they manifested their life. Even, Jamie is one of them. They manifested their life. And
Carrie. A lot of
Jim Carrey, yeah, a lot of. So, but if I tell a couple people I know, like I said, they're gonna be like, no, they had a helping hand, but I just don't speak on it because they won't understand.
Yeah, sometimes they're not ready to understand, They're not ready to understand the knowledge that you are giving them. And it's okay. You have to let people evolve at their own time, But just because you might be oblivious to the fact that...
Oh, well, you're good.
To the fact that, you don't understand it or you don't feel like you see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It exists regardless.
Yeah.
So, I'm learning to let people evolve at their own time, because there once was a time where you couldn't tell me about Jesus. You can't tell me nothing bad about Jesus. You can't tell me that there were other stories of other prophets and deities that had the same story that came up with him. You can't tell me nothing because I was not ready to hear it. When I was ready to hear it, then I started doing my own research, and then my eyes became open. So it's really up to the individual.
Big up to your boy Martel.
Big up to Martel.
That helped you actually really started. That helped you with the opening.
He did it in a loving way too. Like that brother, he never disrespected my husband in any way towards me, never made me feel uncomfortable. He only wanted to pass on the knowledge, and he looked at me as a sister, and I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
That's what we need brothers to start doing.
That's real. He said, "You are more than what you think you are," and I was like, "What's that supposed to mean?" Like I didn't get that. He said, "You believe in Jesus, and that Jesus can save you," and I mean, he did it in such a loving way, not to bash Jesus or anything, but just to open my mind and have me questioning some things so I could come into the understanding, the overstanding of, him, of Jesus, and the consciousness, and me understanding myself. Know thyself. See, when you know yourself, that statement is so overlooked because you're always learning who you are as a person. And I think that's so important because you start coming into knowledge and start overstanding. A lot of times we understand, we understand how the grass grows, but we don't overstand how the grass grows. That the grass is energy, that everything is energy, So if we take the time to really focus on ourselves and growing ourselves, I think there would be less hate.
Yeah.
We
need to stop that, like you said. Once again, it's within a lot of sisters, and even you're expected within the young ones, but it's even within the older ones.
Yeah, young sisters that are closed-minded become older sisters that are closed-minded. So
it's not good.
it's not good. I mean, and then you think our God doesn't evolve either. Like everything evolves, everything grows in knowledge. But I guess that would be something else. Everybody don't believe that. They believe that the creator is a person. They believe that a creator has human-like traits, which the creator does because we do, but it's more to the creator than that. But the thing is, the creator sees things differently. The creator overstands things and learns through our eyes as well. See, people don't understand that aspect of the creator, They see the creator as a perfect physical being.
Yeah.
The creator is not physical. The creator is everything, us, in us, throughout us, air, trees, everything. The creator is, he said, there is no other but I, which is creator. There's no other. So everything is a part of the creator. So when we discriminate against something, we discriminate against ourselves and God, the creator, whoever you call your God. We're discriminating. So I encourage you all to learn to love yourself. When you learn to love yourself, when you learn to love yourself, it'll be easier to love others and others to love you back. If no one told you I love you today, let me be the first to say I love you. Subscribe.
Later, y'all.